Okay. All right.
Do I have to interrupt you? Is that what the rule is?
You don't have to. That's just
That's
what
what I
we
was
like to do,
discussing.
Josh.
I didn't know if it's more funny to not interrupt her when she's doing it and only Josh, or to interrupt her and continue with the joke. I don't know
Oh, no,
what's better.
no. I think not interrupting her would be even funnier.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, just let her go and do the thing perfectly fine.
Okay. All right. Well, then go ahead and do the intro for Mr. Josh since he is not here. He's a slacker and had to work like an adult. So we are hosting the Off Get to podcast for Josh, for the Millennial Gamers, for the YouTube channel. We're gonna hopefully send it off to him nice and neat, and then he can edit the fuck out of it and be good. So he's gonna edit that out too. So we'll see how that goes. So below me is Mr. Uncle Ramlin, Randy. Say hello. Double horns and then
Hello.
waves. There you go. Yeah, yeah. And then next to me is the lovely Maddie, Thorns and Roses. Say hello.
Hello.
Beautiful. And below her is the lovely Danielle, Safety Pin Girl. Say hello.
Hello.
There we go. Look at that. All right, Maddie is the one that's been in charge of doing the fun, weird fact for the stream. So take it away, Miss
Yes.
Mandy. Maddie. Mandy. Wow. Sorry.
Mandy.
That's okay. It's better than my real name. So, fun fact, people are more creative in the shower. When we take a warm shower, we experience an increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. So, your shower ideas, as weird as they may be, might also be your best ideas.
So the weird
Tap into those ones,
shower
fucker.
thoughts, like if a pregnant woman takes a bath, she's like a human submarine.
I have a joke, but it's not appropriate, so we're gonna
Send it. No, I want to hear it. Send
No, I
it.
got full send that. You said
Josh
that.
will edit anything. It's okay. It'll be fine.
That's
He won't be happy
true.
about it, but
She
he'll
can
edit
handle what
it.
it
Don't worry.
can.
Oh, and Josh
Give me a
isn't
second.
Josh isn't watching it either, so he has to watch the entire thing to catch it.
It's gonna be great.
So go crazy on this one.
I want to hear the joke.
Hang on, let me make sure I have my wording right because I haven't told it in a long time. Proceed. I'll loop back to me.
Proceed. Okay. Well, the topic for today, in my backwards ass sign, you can see is retro gaming. We're all. Well, I wouldn't say we're not all old. We're not old, but we're old enough to remember the classics.
Experience.
We're leveled up enough to know of all the old creative and classic video games. So that's what the podcast is going to be about tonight. Is all of the classics that we either grew up with or newly discovered and then fell in love with. So that's what tonight is going to be about. Like late 80s, 90s, even early 2000s video games are considered old now because now we're in 2022.
That's so crazy to think.
Right? I mean, in seventh grade, it was 2000, so 22 years ago. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it has been a long, long, long time. Hi, Crappie.
Okay, so what's the difference between a nun and a woman in a bathtub? One has hope in her soul. The other
Has soap in her hole?
Sure.
Oh my god.
I feel like that would burn. I don't
Yeah,
know
there's
if I'd
supposed to be
want
soap
that.
in there.
I don't recommend it.
Don't put
Hi,
soap.
Krabby. Hi, Kevin.
Yes, hello, welcome in everyone.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I have
Hola.
to eat more on screen because my camera keeps going out of focus. So.
Oh,
Sorry.
guys,
Yes, ma'am.
Kevin definitely didn't ask me to say this. It's a beautiful thing when homies can spoon together.
Oh yeah, kiss your homies goodnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate. Make sure they get home safe.
Show the love. Show the love.
Tell them you love them.
Oh. Alright, well, who's the oldest out of our group?
You.
Is it me? Okay.
You.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
thought.
then me.
And then
You can
Randy,
tell.
and then
You can
me.
tell by the white hairs.
The white
Danielle's the only
hairs?
one with white hairs.
No, I have some actually. You just can't see them.
Are yours gray or white though?
They're silver actually.
Danielle's got white. She's got fucking rogue white.
That's actually very, very exciting.
Isn't it fucking sick? I love it.
What? Oh, it's so cool.
She's got a little white tuft.
I like that.
Her
Little
jeans
patch.
didn't grow in that hole.
That's so cool. So cool.
My
Well,
wisdom hair.
I didn't Google like older video games because I remember a good chunk of them that I like really liked. But I guess I think
Right.
it's a good thing to like start off like how old were you when you started gaming? In general, it could be any game. It doesn't have to be like a shooter to be gamer. Um, what was the very first game you remember playing, and what was your favorite before you turned to it like teenage years? Like, what was your favorite childhood game?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So if you need to think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and answer that, and we're just gonna do a circle so everyone can think about it real quick. Me, the first game that I remember playing was a pinball game on Atari. It was I was 5, I believe 5, when my grandpa got it for us because we were staying with him at the time. I loved it, and I remember my mom and my foster aunt, her best friend at the time, loved playing it. They're obsessed with it. So all of us would like gather into the bedroom and just like watch all the adults play this pinball game, and then every once in a while they're nice enough to let us kids like try it out, and I loved it so much. And what was my favorite game before I turned into a teenage year? Teenage year. Why I keep saying some weird things? I blame Josh for this,
Oh
making me
no.
nervous. My favorite game before getting into my teenage years, I was Shining Force on Sega Genesis. I was obsessed with that game. I loved it so much. Let's see here. I think we got the Genesis when I was like, I think it was 8 or 9 when we got one. It came out before that, but we're poor, so we didn't get it for a while. But that game was like my favorite Sega Genesis game, and I miss it so much. It was so much fun.
Oh,
It was a great game. All right,
Am
now
I gonna
someone else go.
circle it? I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so um we had an NES and an SNES, and that was it. Um for years until my brother decided to sell them and get a Dreamcast.
Ah, the
No one's
Dreamcast.
forgiven him. Anyway, um but I used to play a lot of Paperboy. Love me some Paperboy. We used to play a lot of we played Super Mario Kart. We played we had like the Spider-Man games, like Ultimate Carnage or something like
That
and you could like spin bad guys over your head, and that was really sick. But yeah, that was they would. Yeah, I always remember gaming. Like we even had we had we grew up on Mac computers, a
Yeah.
really old Mac,
Yeah.
and we had it was like like those triangle puzzles that are like each piece is a triangle and they have a piece and you have to like rotate them till they line up.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had one that was a pyramid with frogs on it, and you had to line the frogs up, and when you got them right, they would bounce away. But you could still fuck it up in the end. So it was very difficult, and I was very bad at it. But
That was on
I had a
the
lot
the
of fun.
computer?
Yeah.
Did you guys have that little ski guy game? Do you remember that one? It was like a
With
ski slope. It was
the
like one of the few.
Yeti that comes out.
Yes, and you're like down
Yeah.
those slopes, and then all of a sudden the little yeti just chases you down the mountain, like gobbles you up.
Yeah.
I
I don't
That
love
know.
that. Oh,
that
it's
was
so
a
fun.
favorite on elementary school
Yeah.
computers. Yeah, back in the day.
That and the Oregon Trail. We were allowed to play that if we got all of our computer work done.
Yes.
Fucking amazing.
No,
You
I
died of
started
dysentery
all the time.
all the time.
Or I drowned my ox.
Yeah. Let's cross this river. No,
I just
no, you
forgot
shouldn't.
to feed my people or something. Like just straight up sucked at
Failed
managing.
shooting the squirrels and the hunting trips out in the prairie.
I don't even know if I got to the prairie, April. Like probably was too stupid to play that game
You
Oh
when
can
I
still
played
play
that
it.
game.
You can still play it. It's
yeah, you can
It's
still
online.
play
good.
it.
I streamed
It's
it for
true.
my birthday stream, I think it was. My birthday
Oh
stream.
gosh.
It was fucking amazing. I loved it. I died so many times. It was great. All right, Miss Danielle, what about you?
I started very young, because I had uh, two Nintendo Entertainment Systems. We had one in the house and one in our trailer.
Ooh, fancy. Had 2 of them.
And I still have both of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
Do they work?
I haven't plugged them in a few years. I'm not sure if they still do,
You should
but I
try it.
have them. I should, and I have all the games. And God, Super Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, Hamburger
Ooh,
Time,
Duck
Legend of
Hunt.
Zelda.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had I think it was called like one of our Nesses came, it was a action bundle or an adventure bundle. I can't remember what the bundle names were called,
Mm.
but it came with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt and the Zapper.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
God, that was
The
the freaking
orange and gray
best.
handgun.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You
Still
didn't
works better
have
than
to.
the Wii.
Yeah, you didn't even have to point it at the screen. Like I think it was like if you pointed it at essentially any light source, it would work or something. It was so
Oh,
great.
it's because when the game oh, I know this. I know this. Okay, it's because the game does not actually know where you're pointing,
Yeah.
but it when the game is constantly flashing, and when you shoot the gun, it pauses the frame on that you shot and inverts it so that it targets where it saw where the light was or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Obviously.
It's some funky laser light shit
Oh,
that's
oh,
going on with
sorry,
that.
sorry, sorry. Come here, baby. Let me explain it.
Nick, come
Does he
explain.
know? Can he explain?
So the way it works is,
Oh,
um,
he's lovely.
the we're talking about light guns, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So uh basically what happens is the frame you pull the trigger on the light gun, where the targets are on screen, like the screen turns black, and then where the targets are on screen turn white. And there's actually a photo sensor on the tip of the light gun. So if the light gun is pointing at the white section on the screen, it'll register that it hit because it turns the that like black and white frame on when you've pulled the trigger on the light gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you for mansplaining to us.
He said, "Thank you for mansplaining." That's actually Nick-splaining. It's different.
It's different. It's not the same thing.
It's not done maliciously. It's done because he's so excited to tell you.
Yeah, it's also part of the reason why it doesn't work on newer TVs because there's an input latency that old like tube TVs don't have.
Yeah.
So like if you were to plug in an NES with a light gun into your like modern LCD, it wouldn't work.
Ah, bummer.
You need an old TV for Duck Hunt, kids.
Well, you can find one of those at a thrift store for like $10, so there's that.
That's true.
And like
I'm curious.
surprisingly, and I only just found this out because I was talking to my parents about it. So a lot of NES games didn't have the like memory, like large enough memory to put their full stories onto the actual game cartridge. So they would put like the prologues and stuff in the game manuals,
Yeah.
which apparently most people didn't read. So
Oh
most
No.
God, no! We had fucking 900 manuals, and I was
Oh
like,
my
"What the
God.
fuck is this? Why can't we
My-
throw all this shit out?"
one of my favorite games was the original Legend of Zelda, and we had like the fancy gold cartridge and everything. It was really nice. It's one of my favorite games, and I was just recently talking to my parents about it, and I was like, well, wasn't like Legend of Zelda one of your guys' favorite games? And they're like, no, it was your favorite game. We didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, you had to read the story in the manual. And they're like, what do you mean the manual?
Boy, did that too.
I was like, yeah. And then you find out that the princess has been stolen by Ganon, and you gotta go save him. And
Of course.
Yeah.
Never read those.
oh,
I genuinely was like, "Why can't we throw these out? You know how to play the game. You've beaten it. Like it's not. You don't
Yeah.
need a manual. You're not stupid." And they're
Read
like,
it.
"No, there's shit in it we need. Like there's a story in it." I was like, "Who wants to read a manual? Like just play the game."
Yeah. You look at it to know the buttons. Okay, now I know the buttons. We're good.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I didn't have Nintendo, like any of the Nintendo consoles. So I have no idea what you mean by all the manuals and stuff like that. Like my cousin had a Nintendo 64, and every
Yep.
once in a while he'd let me play like I think it was Golden Eagle or It was 007.
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, thank you.
Yeah.
It was the
007.
007 game. That's
Golden Eagle.
Golden Eagle. I couldn't remember the name of it. 007 game. Yes, I remember that. It was the only time I was there like allowed to play was when we were at his house. My house we grew up with like the Sega stuff and then Sega Saturn um and then we went over to the first Xbox I think when I was probably 13 or 14, somewhere around there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't switch off of Nintendo until I got my Xbox 360, which I got like later in its production. I got like I
Okay.
got it after like a year and a half, 2 years.
I got my Xbox in 2015. My Xbox 360 in 2015, 2016, and somebody had bought it, and they were in my animation program, and they went, I don't play this enough. I will give you 2 games. It was like Darksiders and Borderlands 2
Oh my god.
Good
and
games.
Skyrim. There were 3 games.
Skyrim, yeah.
And they're all good.
I had a
Yeah.
150 gig hard drive
Ooh.
for $150
Wow.
That's
with
nuts.
with the controller, and I was like, fucking sold cash.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I just want my tattoo money. Fair enough.
That's
I
glorious.
still have my Xbox. I still love it. That's how I played BioShock over Christmas.
Nice.
But yeah, I didn't have one until I was in it. That was my 18th birthday gift to myself.
Nice.
Aw.
Nice.
I bought myself an $150 console.
All right, Randy, what about you?
I don't know how old I was because I basically always remember having a video game system in my house.
Mm.
So it was either the black and white Game Boy or the NES or the Super Nintendo. Was one of those systems was my first, whether it be Mario 3 there with the on the NES or the black and white Mario game. I don't even know what it's called on the Game Boy. But I did play a lot of like what is it on the N64? Star Fox, and you had
Oh,
Mario
Star
64.
Fox.
Do a
Yeah.
barrel roll. That's not actually a barrel roll.
Let me know.
My half uncle, the oldest one, he was obsessed with that game. He used to like draw like pictures of like the Fox character. I never played the game or watched the game. I have no idea what it's about, but I remember him being so obsessed with it. Like hot Fox
Yeah.
chicks drawings on his room with the walls. It was so weird. Like busty Fox ladies. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Well, he's a
Furry in
teenage
the
boy.
making.
Loves a busty fox lady. Come on, don't shame the man.
I don't shame him. Funny enough, he's
Outed.
gay now, so I don't know why that. I was just curious. It was weird.
Everybody likes boobs. It doesn't
I-
matter if
that's
you're gay
true.
or not.
I don't like women, but maybe foxes.
Foxes would
I
be
can't
better
be
than
gay.
other
Let's
men.
try men.
Oh god. Jesus Christ. What was your favorite game before you hit like your teenage years? Because I'm guessing I don't remember how old are you, Randy?
I'm 28.
We're the same age,
Oh,
I'm
right.
older.
except I'll be 28 in 3 weeks.
So
Right.
I had a lot of favorite games. So like if you go to like N64, it would have been like Mario Kart and Smash Bros for the probably Smash Bros for GameCube.
Mm.
That was also I played a lot of that game. Or Super Monkey Ball or Narnia or King Arthur. A lot of weird games that no one owned.
Yeah, I don't remember that
That
one.
was me in Tales of Symphonia. At the time, nobody had it. It was my
Yep.
favorite GameCube game. I put hundreds of hours into it. I replayed it so many times. It was mind-blowing to me to have like such a constructed story and the visuals and everything.
And then no one else knew about it either.
Nobody
so
else knew about
didn't
it.
matter.
Randy's
Hi,
looking like a
Josh.
stud out here, surrounded by hat ladies. Okay, Randy's crushing it right now.
He's
Go.
doing great. Looks like he even
Um,
like combed his hair. We're doing great.
It's just nice, like the concept of like everyone was playing like Super Mario Galaxy and like all these other
Mhm.
things that were coming out. Like when we were going to teenagers, and I
Uh-huh.
still didn't have anything. Like I still only and that was when I had the Dreamcast because my brother had already sold our NES. So
Oh
like
boy.
now I'm like only playing Crazy Taxi.
Oh, that was a good game too.
Well, you can come over and play Crazy Taxi. I have the Dreamcast, and it is fucking.
You think I've sold my games?
No,
Like, you
I'm just
keep
saying.
that shit.
I still have it.
It's in a tote
When I
somewhere.
went to Fan Expo and I saw all their old GameCube games.
Oh,
So I'm like, what is this one? Ribbit King. Oh, I have this game. How much are they selling it for? $400 used. I'm like, oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
should I sell this now?
Hold on to it as long as possible.
Apparently, it just goes up in value.
Jesus Christ.
They always only go up in value. Unless you find a giant garbage pit full of
Yeah,
the
these old games.
ET. Was it ET or Pitfall?
I think it was ET. It was
I feel like it was
unopened.
ET.
Was stupid expensive.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
What console was Crash Bandicoot on?
PlayStation.
Was it PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that game.
Yep.
I didn't have a PlayStation, but my first boyfriend, he had one, so I used to borrow it from him and just take it to my house and play it.
I had a PlayStation. My neighbor's grandparents would burn their copies of their PlayStation 1 games and just give them to
Oh,
me.
nice.
I remember when that actually worked.
Yeah.
And they figured
Yep.
out
back in
how
the
to
day.
make you not be able to do that. It was very sad. I think I had a burned copy of Grand Theft Auto, like 2 or 3. Can't remember which
Well,
one
I
it
think
was.
all but one of my all but two of my Dreamcast games are burned. Like to be clear, he took all of the games that we had for the two consoles and burned them onto discs. He's like, you can still play them. I'm like, okay, but the controller isn't even the fucking same. I want the cartridge, and I want to
Yep.
Oh.
It's been like 15 years. I'm still mad.
I would be too. That would really piss me off.
Like, yeah, I got Crazy Taxi and Sonic Adventures, but at the same time, like, I lost the console.
Oh god.
Nah, never get rid of that stuff. If you have the old consoles, the old games, the old
Yep.
manuals, packaging, whatever, hold on to that
Mm.
shit, 'cause they ain't making new stuff.
No.
But like, to me, I didn't even care about the monetary value of it. I just wanted to play it. Like, I don't. I know there are people like
Mhm.
I own 7 PlayStation or like
Yeah,
whatever
no.
fucking NESs that are gonna be worth millions one day, and I'm like, can I use one? Like, I don't give a shit what it's worth.
As Danielle slow but surely sneaks off camera.
I need a snack.
It's worth everything to me because it was my childhood.
Yeah. That
Oh,
would really
since we're
bug
all
me.
snacking.
Hopping in VC will mess with the camera setup? Oh, that's right. Because, never mind. You can't join us, Josh. Never mind. He got sent home early because they ran out of parts. So Josh is actually only 34 minutes late to run a podcast.
Haha.
It's okay.
Not too bad.
We're crushing it today.
We're doing great. That's fine.
We've been
We're
on
not-
topic for 34 minutes.
We
We are
have.
we're gonna run it down, Josh, just for you. So I'm gonna start this off, okay?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna quote someone right now, okay? And guess who it was? Close your eyes. That's it.
Every now and then I get a little bit
Nope.
tired.
That's a quote from the famous Andrew Tate.
Oh, dude.
Today, Nick and I played 50 Shades of Grey or Yu-Gi-Oh! Quotes. I didn't do too bad.
Wait, what?
It was a quote either from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or from 50 Shades of Grey. It was a quiz, and you had to figure out which one was which.
How was that hard?
Hey,
That's
babe.
what she said.
Hey, babe. Yeah. You're the best. Tell you why this is difficult. Okay, I also would like to be clear. I didn't read the 50 Shades books.
No,
I
I didn't
read the
either.
first third of the
You
first
shouldn't.
one, and it was trash. So I
Neither
didn't.
have
I
I.
did see the movies though. The movies are lit.
Mhm.
Killer soundtrack, great cinematography. The plot terrible. Acting, whatever. We're not there for
Subpar.
that.
Subpar.
We're there to watch those actors be uncomfortable while talking about abusive situations that aren't BDS. So,
That aren't
Lovely.
even close to it.
not even close.
Thanks, Josh.
That's true. So many middle-aged white women off the course.
The
My
course of
mom?
what?
Like, my mother thought that that's what it was after reading that, and I had to be like, no, what they did in the book
Is
wasn't much
assault.
better than rape.
Yeah, it was. My mom was reading it, and I was like, "Ah, Mom, how can you read this? This is so bad." And she's like, "You can't read this." I was like 17. I was like, "Mom, I've read way worse than you. Secondly, this is trash. Do you
This is
need me to
trash.
give you better smut?" And she's like, "No, it's not.
Yes.
You wouldn't understand." I'm like,
Okay.
"I beg to differ, but all right."
No, you wouldn't understand. Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
I wouldn't know what it's like to want to be in a submissive relationship. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, not at all.
That I have never had. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Don't question it.
Uh-huh.
Josh asks if you guys had access to emulators, what game would you play first?
Oh, what's that?
If we had
Doki's Literature
access,
Club?
We do have them.
you want
Okie
to play?
Dokie Literature Club. There it is.
What the hell's that?
You don't need an emulator for that. Just play it on Steam. Fuck you. Go play around with some files. Doki Doki Literature Club is a visual novel type game,
Ah,
but it's mind bending.
ah. That sounds interesting.
It is. It's honestly a good game. I always go for like a dolphin emulator just because
Echo!
GameCube was always my favorite.
Echo
Oh.
the dolphin.
I thought
I
we were talking about
have
games,
Ec-
I'm sorry. I was sorry.
I have
Echo.
Echo
Echo
the
is a dolphin
dolphin.
game?
So if you guys didn't know, the GameCube was codenamed Dolphin.
Oh, okay.
Or no, sorry, was it Dolphin or Flipper?
I don't know.
I
Flipper
think it
is a
was-
dolphin, though.
No, I think the console
Dolphins
was
have Flipper.
codenamed Dolphin, but the CPU chip or whatever was called Flipper. Anyways, the emulator for it is called Dolphin.
Oh.
And I usually go for that one just because. God, GameCube. That was such a good era.
I remember back in high school when someone put an emulator on the school computers.
Yeah. That was a good time. So much Team Fortress. Classic.
Team Fortress,
So much
holy
Halo.
fuck.
Well, they had everything. They had Halo on there. They got
We had
everything.
Halo, Team Fortress Classic, and then we had all the N64 emulators.
Yep.
Well, that's not fair. I didn't have that at my school. Things
Well,
barely
that's what
fucking
happens
ran.
when someone
It's
Yeah,
old, I
you weren't
know.
supposed
the
to.
system.
I didn't understand anything like that.
Okay, here you go, guys. We'll
Oh.
do this quiz for you just so we can be clear.
Okay.
So the question is it a quote from Yu-Gi-Oh, which can include the manga,
Oh god.
or is it
Oh.
from 50 Shades of Grey?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
If I win, you'll be my slave, my love slave.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's gotta be 50 Shades of Grey.
Danielle?
That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is in fact Yu-Gi-Oh. I want you, and the thought of anyone else having you is like a knife twisting in my dark soul.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
I have to stick with 50 Shades of Grey.
April?
I don't know. I've never watched
you
or
think?
read either of them. I'm guessing Yu-Gi-Oh.
That one was 50 Shades.
Interesting.
It feels good in here, in you.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
That one's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's got to be like Yugimoto talking to
See, I was thinking
It's
Kaiba
Yami.
talking. I thought thinking Kaiba was talking. My bad.
Yugi talking to Yami.
It's Yami talking to Ryo.
Ah,
Interesting.
The helicopter is on standby to take you wherever you want to go. You can stay the night and go home in the morning. It's fine, whatever you decide.
That's Kaiba.
Kaiba or Pegasus?
Yeah, one of the two.
Your confidence is overwhelming. It's 50 Shades of Grey. Because that one is the only one I knew for sure. I want my world to start and end with you.
That's depressing as fuck.
It's a small ass
Dude.
world. You need to open up a little.
Right? Can you imagine, like, if you leave me, I'll just die. I'm like, no, you won't. Shut up. God.
I feel like that's 50 Shades of Grey just because it's bad writing.
Right?
I'm gonna go Yugi.
It
I
is
have
50
no-
Shades.
Sounds nice and toxic. GG's, guys.
Just picture Just picturing the scared looks on your face makes my body tremble with excitement.
Ew.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, you guys. Once again, I'm gonna stick with Kaiba. It has to be Kaiba.
It's
Kaiba's weird.
Yami to a group of children.
Oh, damn.
That's creepy.
Apparently, I gotta read
To the
Yugi, not just
second
watch
name,
it.
because Yami could be
Oh.
5 different people.
Sorry, Yami Bakura.
Oh, that one
Uh,
makes sense.
Okay, not Yami Yugi. Okay.
Not Yami
Sorry.
Yugi. So, for the uninitiated, Yami just means dark.
Ah.
So it's the
Oh.
dark version of the person.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I love arguing with you. It's new.
It's new.
50 Shades.
Yeah,
Yeah,
50
that
Shades.
wasn't creepy like that.
It is 50 Shades. Fighting you again makes my heart beat faster.
Yugi.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
My entire body resonates with enthusiasm.
Are you sure about that?
That sounds like 50 Shades
50
on
Shades.
writing.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh.
Randy?
50 Shades.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wow.
It's way too early to be on your knees.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
50 Shades.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
What's wrong with
I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh?
so-
What's happening right now? I'm so confused.
Was said by Junochi. Well, what?
Joey. That's the Japanese name for Joey.
Okay, Joey, while under Mariek's brainwashing to Yugi, who had just collapsed.
What?
I'm so glad I decided to wear my best jeans this morning.
50 Shades.
Yeah, Shades.
It
Yeah,
is.
no one cares about jeans.
Yeah. It's
I'll-
bad writing. It's gotta be 50 Shades.
I'll completely take over that body of yours.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
God.
I am completely caught up in your spell.
Ugh, 50.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Shades.
It is 50 Shades.
Okay, so
You're
anything
one-
that sounds really shitty is great 50 Shades. Gotcha. Copy
You're
that.
one easy to please guy.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
This is desire. This is what it feels like.
50 Shades.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's 50 Shades.
See, told you. Terrible writing.
Though Kaiba says I tremble with desire, this line is Anna's. 50 Shades. My
Obvious.
body responds on a primal level, at war with the darkness.
50 Shades.
I'm gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh.
Randy?
50 Shades. 50.
50.
Damn it.
Saying it like that makes me even more excited.
50 Shades.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
50 Shades.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ha! Suck it.
Strong guys like you make my chest throb with excitement.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Gotta be Yu-Gi-Oh.
How does your chest throb? That doesn't sound right at all. That sounds really unpleasant.
Cardiac arrest.
That doesn't sound good at all. Like heart
There
palpitations.
will be much more than the D.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh!
I wonder if they're talking about like Lord D or something.
No,
I
Yeah.
hope
it's the
so.
Death Ouija board.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not, at least it's not
Yeah.
dick,
There is
so
a
there's
D,
that.
an E, an A, a T,
Yep.
and an H.
They changed that game in the card game. They changed it to say final instead of death.
Mm-hmm.
I am squirming with need.
Ugh. 50.
50.
50.
Indeed.
No one's squirms.
So you guys got 17 out of 20 right.
Hey!
Nice.
Well, I didn't do very well, but you guys are great. GG's, guys.
It just took you a minute to catch on that the bad writing was for
It did.
50
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of those are pretty poorly written. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Do not let that guy off the hook.
No, no.
That's
Like,
true.
if you knew the backstory behind that line, it would make sense.
If I knew anything about either of them, that would make more sense.
I don't know.
Nah.
I'd be best that you didn't know
I
anything.
was gonna say, I think you're good in a middle ground there. Like, I feel like
That's
that's a
good to
safe
know.
place for you.
Okay. That's
Well, that
fair.
reminds me of like there's one of the Mega Man Battle Network games. There's a few weird like unintentional innuendos in there. But one of them is he's like, "Fine, I'll jack into your squirrel if that's what you want." is really bad out of context.
Squirrel?
There's a statue of a squirrel in a park
It's
that
gonna jack
has
off
like a
to a
plug-in.
squirrel?
No,
Oh.
so it's Mega Man, right? Like you plug in your battle system or whatever into the thing, and then you go fight the viruses and shit. So he's like, I'll plug into your squirrel if that's what you, or I'll jack into your squirrel if that's what you want.
That's so
Oh
bad.
boy.
That's so
Oh,
bad.
it's fantastic. I love it.
They knew what they were doing.
That's so
All right.
freaking bad.
What was your high school game, kids?
What?
Oh.
Oh, games you played in high school?
What was
I mean,
the Tony Hawk skateboarding one? What was that
Pro
one?
Skater?
Underground,
that's true.
I think it was the very
Wasteland,
it was
Pro Skater.
probably Pro Skater. I think it was the very first one, or maybe the second one. I don't remember. I remember there was like you're skateboarding around, just like just
Was
smash the
there a
buttons for combos. And there's like
storyline?
no, all I remember of it was just skating around this like weird building, and like you had to run from like the security guard, and then you can get outside, and like you'd hear like the sirens, and I just like hide on a rooftop kind of thing. And they just went away. That's all I remember from it. That's all I got.
I mean, that could be underground
I
because
don't
you
know.
do have to run from a cop near the start of that.
My
Maybe that's
experience
what
of
it
playing
is.
Tony Hawk was just like playing in free skate always.
Yeah, never played a
So
story
I
mode.
don't think I've ever played a storyline in any Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, I
ever.
don't remember any story mode. Like I just remember
Uh,
skating
There
around.
were story modes. It's because someone handed you. No one ever owned the game. You went to someone else's house. They
Yeah.
had it, and they were like, "Here, skate," and you're like, "Fuck yeah!" That was how it went. You never
No.
loaded the game and got to see the game menu. Like your friend was like, "Boop boop 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 boop." There you go.
No, I had the Tony Hawk Underground games. I had rented Wasteland. God, if I could get a working copy of that game, so good.
Kevin, I like a lot of sex games, but I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
Catherine. Catherine is my favorite sex game.
Oh,
Hold on,
Such
wait,
a
wait,
bad
yeah, I
game.
know what you're talking about.
Look.
Oh gosh.
Oh my lord.
Oh, she's
Well,
hot.
well, at least she's closed. That's
SSX,
helpful.
rah. That's why I said sex. I don't know which game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Poor Kevin.
Oh,
Addie, no, don't do the sus face. Just don't show any naked people, please.
Stop! It's November.
nah, no naked people.
Oh, thank God. I love how part of
No
the
Nut
screen,
November.
because
Yeah.
of the background is like kind of faded, like blurred out. So you're like holding the
It
poster, and all this
blurs
is
her
like
out a little bit.
blurred things. I'm like, no, I don't. We can't have vagina on here. Okay.
No,
Can't.
none of that.
Thank you.
Only clothed.
That works.
Yeah, I like the slow focus. It's nice.
Yeah, it makes it a little more romantic, a little tasteful, a little more artful. Oh,
Is
goodness
that artful?
gracious.
There's a man in there. He's having a
What's
good
he
time.
doing in there?
What isn't he doing in there, April?
Jumping around. Looks uncomfortable.
Nah.
I would
He's
not
like-
want a tiny little man in my boobs like that. No, thank you.
He is very uncomfortable most of the
Maybe
game.
you just haven't met the tiny right, the right tiny man yet.
No, I'm good, thank you. Yes, Addie.
It is real art, Addie.
It is real art. It is. It is.
What's another teenage game? Well, my teenage games were different than your teenage games. It's like a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a lot of Puzzle Pirates, and I still play Puzzle Pirates. I play a lot of like Cake Mania and Westward, and like I played a lot of games alone, so I I didn't have the kind of internet to support things to play with other people, so I went a long time playing a lot of alone games.
Don't mess with Cake Mania though in Diner Dash. Okay.
Cake Mania is the absolute greatest game ever.
It really was.
And it has propelled me into Overcooked, where I cannot find people sufficient to play Overcooked with me because too many people get overwhelmed.
I gotta find this puzzle game online here. What was it called? You would do a story mode by doing puzzles, and every so often you would have like a sea shanty go through. or like a mystical, not sea chanty, but like
Oh, okay.
mystical. You're on a quest thing. Mystical. I'll find it. It was an older one though.
Rabbit.
Is that Dad?
Hi, Mom.
Was that Mom? I don't know. It's
That's
all blurry.
Mom.
I can't tell. No, don't huddle. It's okay. Mom, come back. She just hunches down and kind of creeps out. That's adorable. Oh god,
I asked if she could feed the cats so I didn't have to leave the stream.
that's funny.
So she fed the cats, but she brought their plates in here, and I was like, "Well, you're on the stream for thousands of people to see. Say hello."
Thousands of people. Ooh.
Yeah, thousands and
All
thousands.
It's on the
13
internet
of them.
forever now. That's for sure.
Forever is that. Someone clip that moment of Mom walking by.
It's a great
Somebody
idea,
clip
actually.
at that moment.
Get
Never
I
let
want-
her live it
it.
down.
Get
I
it
want
viral.
every time. I want you to start streaming, Danielle, and every time you stream and get a shout out, it's just your
It's
mom.
my mom
crouching in the
sticking
back.
out.
We're just gonna circle it in the clip too, so like people know not to watch you.
She just came up to my door and she's laughing. Do you want to say hello?
Hi, Michelle.
No.
Oh god, that's so funny.
I love Michelle. She's the best.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, I love my mom too.
Now lower it so we can see your titties. Come on. Too high. Too high. There you go.
That's
We
much
probably
better.
do a little lower.
Did you guys
You're
play
down bad,
the
Maddie.
Silent Hill?
No.
Which one?
The first
Played
one.
Shattered Memories for Wii. That was a fucking nightmare. 10 out of
Yeah,
10 would not recommend.
no. Especially not when you're loaded up on painkillers.
Painkillers.
Yeah,
I
Danielle
thought
was
monsters
fucking
were
freaking
coming
out.
out of the screen at me.
Oh my god.
I had just had surgery, so I was hopped up on painkillers, and it was one of the games that I had rented because it was back in the day, like Blockbuster still existed.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, "You can go rent a game because you're going to be off of school for like 2 weeks, so for something to do." And I got Shattered Memories, and I liked horror stuff, so I thought I'd be fine.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be
Not,
high the entire time.
It probably
not
would,
when you're
like,
on painkillers.
the fact that it was like a really terrifying experience for you though is almost better than like just having experienced the game alone because the game is trash.
Yeah, like all the reviews and stuff, and I've tried to go back and like replay it. And I'm like, man, this is really bad.
I
This
don't
isn't good.
recommend. I literally went like half the game before I was like, okay, because it was for Wii, and so I was like, how do I like
Attack?
no, well, firstly you can't attack in that game.
No.
That's horror shit. Fuck that.
Not
But
the Wii
I was
version.
like, why can you not? I'm like, why can I not hear my voicemails? Anytime I'm trying to hear a voicemail, it doesn't play, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because you have to have the Wii remote volume turned on. It's also why I wasn't finding artifacts, and
because
I found
they made like a sound, right?
they were like, it was like a
Yeah.
shimmer, and like you had to be close enough to hear it, and I was like, what? Fuck. Why can't I ever find any of these things? And then like I swear it was in one of the middle of the Icy Death Nightmares. I like paused the game somehow, which you can't do by the way. You cannot open a map to pause your game. Also, the map is irrelevant, doesn't work.
Changed too
and-
much.
I was like Googling a fucking walkthrough Silent Hill Shattered Memories, like which is not. I don't like to walk through if I don't have to, but I clearly needed it. And it was like, yeah, you have to have your Wii remote volume on, and I was like, that would have been helpful probably this entire game, but also why did you do this?
Oh god.
Hello, baby.
Ah, so it was
What's a
pro scare.
cow?
Hey, it's a puppy.
Yeah.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
It's a cat.
I have a cat in here too.
We
but I
don't
can't go
have
over here.
puppies in this home.
Well, you do.
Well, there's
but
a
he's
dog.
upstairs.
Yeah,
That's
but
sad.
he's not my dog. This is my baby.
What a cutie. I
Oh,
love
and
Sal.
Doom. I forgot about Doom.
He smells like Nonna.
Smells like
Just-
Nona.
Yeah, so we have this like pillow that came from Nonna's house.
Nonas.
She's been dead. I've never met her. And he sleeps on this pillow and it smells like her. So every time he gets up and comes over here, it smells like Nonna, this woman
Aw.
I've never met. So it's kind of weird, but also like kind of cute. But like also,
I know what you smell like.
my cat smells like baby powder like all the time, like old lady.
Oh, because he goes up on that
On the thingy, the
the
pillow.
cushions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking about. Yeah, it smells like old lady.
yeah. It does. An old lady fan,
Up and over
aren't ya?
there somewhere. What about Metal Gear Solid? Did you guys ever play that?
I haven't played
Nope.
any of the Metal Gear Solid
I
games.
played Gears of War.
Never played those
Different one.
either.
Nope.
Gears is fun. It's stupid.
Like
It's
Call of
just
Duty.
Stupid.
it's like testosterone man fighting alien.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, and
that's
It's
pretty
kind
Halo.
it's like Mass Effect.
Never liked Mass Effect.
I love Mass Effect.
I tried playing the first one. I think it was the first one, and I couldn't get into it.
How old were you when you played it?
I don't know. It was. I think number 3 was already out.
But like, were you in high school? Like,
Yeah.
play it again, Randy.
Yeah, you might like it. You never know.
Mass Effect is a really good game, but
Yeah.
like I replayed BioShock, and let me tell you, the way I remembered what the plot of BioShock was versus what the plot of BioShock is, vastly different things. Okay,
The only
because I don't
Bioshock game I played is I think the newer one.
no, no. Oh, Randy, that's like saying you've only watched the fourth Insidious movie that we don't talk about.
I've
Like,
never even seen any of the Insidious movies.
there are 3 Insidious movies.
Oh.
They're wonderful.
You
All
said number
3
4.
of them.
You said
There's
number 4.
3 Insidious movies, and they're all great.
Pretty sure you said a 4th one though.
No, Bioshock Infinite is not Bioshock. Hi, Pixel.
No.
Actually, not my Bioshock.
You should play
That was
Bioshock.
it was such a fun game though.
No, it's not a fun game. I would
Right?
disagree that Infinite is not fun or interesting as a game.
Talk about Zelda plays. The only Zelda game that I played was I can never say the word right. I'm gonna get massacred if I try. The little flute thing.
Ocarina.
The
Ocarina?
Ocarina.
That's the only one I ever
Ocarina of
played.
Time.
It was on
I've
Nintendo
played-
64, I think it was. My cousin's game. It wasn't even my game. The only thing he let me do is race around the horse track and run over chickens. And then fishing at the fishing spot. And then something else. I didn't get to actually play the actual game part of it. I just got to play like little boring parts that like didn't have anything to do with the storyline at all.
I've played the first like third of Twilight Princess. That's it.
Gotcha.
Oh, the
Okay.
sex noise game.
The what?
Yeah.
What?
What's
Because-
happening tonight?
What's her face? I forget her name.
Midna.
Midnight sits on Wolf Link,
Oh
and
my.
while he's running, she's making sound
That's true.
effects.
She little moans.
And yeah, they're little moans. They're not like
In
a
her
bump.
defense,
They're just
in
like
her defense, her clit is right on that wolf's spine,
Oh my
and they are
God.
running. So
oh, look up a clip of it. It's horrible.
it's wonderful. I'll send you a clip. of it, 'cause I
Jesus
love Midna.
Christ.
Midna's great. I almost wanted her for Halloween one year.
Oh
I think
my
I got
God.
it.
I've played like I think every Legend of Zelda game except for Skyward Sword.
I bought Skyward Sword when they remastered it. I played it for like 2 hours and I stopped.
I heard it's hit or miss with people. It's either like your favorite or you don't care for it.
And I think if you've never played it before, then you don't care for it.
I haven't played any of them, really.
Well, there's a whole fucking timeline
Well, that's good to know.
that keeps getting more and more complicated every time they come out with a new game.
Yes.
Well, you gotta bring in some new peeps, right? You gotta shake things up a little bit and just add more details to confuse everybody and make sure you don't bore any of the old people.
Well, because there's a split timeline. Some of the games are from if Link beats Ganon, and some of the games are from if Link doesn't beat Ganon. So you're either playing like Apocalypse version Legend of Zelda or like the hero wins kind of one.
That sounds complicated.
It is.
Yeah.
That sounds complicated.
Like, it's honestly not that bad if you look at it. Like, the Metal Gear series is probably worse.
I played the
But if
first one and some of the second one, but that's about it. I didn't get further than that. I don't even remember much about it. I remember you can sneak up on people and like grab them from behind and like stash them in closets and stuff. That was a lot of fun.
Woo woo.
Yeah. And then
Can I post links in your
there,
channel?
huh?
I said I don't know if I can post links in your channel, but I did.
Yeah, you're a mod. You can.
I'm correct. What am I correct about?
I'm guessing about the game.
We're in their corner and on it
Oh,
because
that's
their
loud.
local agent is a small business owner too.
Stupid ad.
Rabbit says Skyward Sword is forgettable.
Aw, poor thing.
Yeah, I Legend of Zelda is probably one of my favorite like series of games.
Oh
I
my
have this
god.
adorable
So sorry, not you.
3D printed
Aw,
Majora's Mask
that's
and
adorable.
painted him up, and he sits on my little shelf up here. I've got posters of them and temporary tattoos because I can't get the real thing. But if I could get the real thing, I would probably get a Legend of Zelda tattoo.
Yeah, Rabbit's got a pretty big one.
Yeah, on one of her forearms.
After listening to that clip of it, I definitely agree. That's not a
Right?
I'm stressed out and
that
terrified for my
first-
life.
That first no. First, okay, firstly, that first moan that she does right when they run to the end of that like stick there,
Uh-huh.
or that thing.
Yeah.
She's, it's her yawning,
Oh,
but she's bored. But also, Midna is like an ethereal being. She's just fucking around hanging with Link. So like, she like pops into his prison and it's like, time to get out, Wolfie Wolf. And he's like, how would I do that? And she's like, power of magic, motherfucker, let's go. And then they leave, and then she's like, well, I'm not fucking floating the whole way. I'm riding you. And then when she has that thing on top of her noodle, that little hand, that she can grab onto shit and pull you around or something like that. So that's also why she rides you, so she can grab you with her thick little thighs and hold on to you as you yeet yourself up a ledge.
True.
That's an image.
I love you explaining things. It's glorious. Oh god. What about Final Fantasy? Like any of the Final Fantasies. I know that we have
I
like
s-
freaking like 14 of them now or whatever, but I played the
I s-
number 7, I think it was.
I started with 14,
Really?
then 15, then the remake. And that's it.
Because I think
Never
that
played
was
a single one.
I played Final Fantasy 7. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was 7. It was on the Chocobo races. Well, they probably all have Chocobo ones, don't they?
Yeah.
I remember playing it. I remember the very beginning is one of the parts I remember. It was like I don't even remember the characters' names. I just remember the dude with the blonde spiky hair had to go into this
Cloud.
like Cloud had to like rescue some random woman, and it has like seedy like freaking like festival town kind of place.
Hmm.
I don't remember why. I remember a lot of reds and like lanterns and stuff like that. I remember him get like escorting her away from there. And I remember like the Chocobo races, like in that big arena thing. I have shit memory when it comes to video games like 20 years ago. I can't do it. It's too long ago. I don't remember much of it. I just remember like bits and pieces of the games.
I played Fable for 20 minutes once, one of the Fables. And I had to talk to someone, and then I jumped up on a porch and glitched because I don't think you're supposed to go up on the porch, and I got stuck there for 15 minutes. But I had to watch a really long cutscene to start the game, so I decided not to play that game anymore.
Oh.
That's fair.
It's like Skyrim.
Oh, don't get me started on Skyrim.
Skyrim, I think I clocked 2 hours in Skyrim.
Oh my! I
Oh,
have
no,
at
you need
least
more than
5 or
that.
600
Do you know how
hours
many
in Skyrim.
Do you know how many fucking quests I had by the end of those 2 hours? No, it's a nightmare.
I
That's
loved it.
too many things.
I loved
It's
it.
too much stress. Deliver your own fucking letters. Like you are. Can you bring this to my brother in the other town that you haven't been to yet? So you can't fucking fast travel there. You have to walk. I mean, I could. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna stand at this river all day. No, deliver your own fucking letter.
Or like trying to
Like-
patch up the two like lovebirds are over in like a river run or whatever, and like I want to leave the farm. My mom will let me. And the guy's like right down the lane. Like she's like, give this letter to him. Like, bitch, get off the cabbage patch and go over and talk to him. He's like
hon-
500 yards away.
honestly, all I was trying to do was like join the Brethren of the
Dark
Black
Brotherhood?
Blades or some shit like that, and
Dark
you had
Brotherhood.
to go in the back door. But I was following my like compass thing, and every time I would like get near the back door, it would be like, yeah, it's on the other side of the city wall. It's
Oh,
like,
the Thieves
okay, and
Guild.
so yeah,
Thieves Guild.
and so I
Gotcha.
kept going to the other side of the wall and being like, there's nothing out here but field, and he'd be like, it's on the inside of the wall, and I'm like, you told me it's not. So I just kept fucking looping, and then I ended up in a cave full of a man being killed by spiders. Like, it was a whole
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And I was like, and then by the end of that, I was like, I have too many tasks. And then I like found the Thieves Guild in the back door, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Too late.
I'm done. No, you had your chance. Why is this compass such trash?
You don't want to join them anyways. They sound cool. They're not cool.
I joined like everything I could. Like,
April's
all
in
of it.
every club.
I was like the companions, the Thieves Guild. I got turned into a vampire once. Cause that fucking woman, Selena, super hot. Family's crazy and bonkers. Jesus Christ Almighty. I love that game so much. I still play it from time to time. I have it on my PC. Oh, it's great. And Cicero. I love Cicero so much. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I think I've got like 100-ish hours of it on this computer. I know I had about 300 on my laptop, and I think I have about 200 on my Switch.
Yeah, it's a game that you will literally play for like forever, in my opinion.
Never finished it.
So much
Never got
Skyrim
Really?
now.
Never.
You don't finish that game.
No, you only
Well,
do the side quests.
there's always quests and stuff, but I've finished it a couple of times. Like you can finish like the main storyline decently, not
Just
quickly,
finish
but
everything one time. That's how I do.
no, I rather just like replay things I thoroughly enjoy. Like Fable 2 was my ultimate favorite game in my early 20s, and I loved that game so much. And I had it on my Xbox
I think that was
360.
the one I broke.
Oh, it's such a great game.
Like the first task was go find someone's like missing sister, and I was like, "What's on this porch?" Well, I wanted to know, and curiosity killed the cat because I could never leave the porch.
I don't
I couldn't
remember
even
any
like
porches.
get out. Like, probably because you're not supposed to go on them.
That's fair.
It's like a house, and then they have like a little like porch little thing, and I walked up the porch. I wonder if I find a gameplay of somebody playing Fable 2, if I can just find the fucking porch I immediately got stuck on like an asshole. Like, probably.
Well, number 2, you start off as a kid, and you're like
Yep.
orphaned, and with your big sister. And at the very beginning of the game, they have to fight off like a bully with a stick sword, and then you end up going. You get a dog, and then you end up going to like the rich dude's like house on the hill who wants to like murder you, and it's a whole thing. And then kills your sister, so that's fun.
Yeah, I think I was a kid. I think that's how far I made it. I don't think I made it past the first fucking what this looks like 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, the very beginning of the game is actually pretty quick. You literally just have to like run around, and then like 10 minutes, and your sister's dead and falling on a window, and the whole thing.
Oh.
It's great.
Okay,
It's
sure.
great. Classic. I love that game so much. I've played it so many times, and my Xbox 360 died, and I lost everything. It's a cry. And Fable 2 is also the only Fable game that you can't have on fucking PC. They have the first one, they have the Anniversary Edition, but they do not have number 2. I have complained to Steam, but they refuse to have it online, and I don't know why.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know
That's not Steam's problem. It's a rights issue.
why. Then why does Steam have
Stop
two
getting
of them?
mad. Because
Why
people
does
can just tell
Netflix-
you not to have things. This is exactly the problem I'm having at work. Why can't we watch seasons 12 through 15? Because it's a German show dubbed in Italian and we don't have the rights in this country. Fuck off!
Why does don't understand they can have 2 of them, but not the other one?
Because they don't feel like selling the rights for that one right now.
It's been out for like 20 years.
Doesn't matter.
Not
Maybe
fair.
they're fucking crushing money still on that game.
Oh.
They
And putting
could
it on
be-
Steam would fuck them.
They could be planning on making like
no.
a re-release of it, sort of do like a remastered and then throw it up. So they might be waiting for something like that.
I can't imagine them doing anything like that now for how long it's been.
Never
It's
know.
been so long. I liked the first one. The first one was okay. The second one was my favorite, and the third one I hated playing. I hated it. The controls are completely different. And the timing thing, like in DVD has the skill check. Fable 2 also had something kind of like that when you're like doing like beer drafts and chopping wood and stuff like that for money. I don't know. It's just the controls for number 3 was completely different, and I hated it so much. I just didn't like it. Oh.
I mean, they've remastered all the old like Resi games and shit.
Oh, the old what?
Resi games, Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said Resi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Resi.
did.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Resi
never mind.
Evil.
Resi is short for Resident Evil.
Got it.
Or if you want to be really hipster, you can call it Biohazard.
You didn't push your glasses up when you said that.
She has to. It's her rule.
Biohazard is its actual name. When it comes over to the Americas, they change it over to Resident Evil.
Jesus, the graphics for the first Resident Evil game are just so bad.
I mean, it's an old game.
Yeah, it is. I know. Street Fighter. Do you remember Street Fighter?
I never played it.
Oh,
I mean, I played it like later on, but I never
Yeah.
had it as a kid.
Oh, I love Street Fighter. It was so much fun. I loved it because the characters that you like, they'd stand there and like they're kind of staying still. They're like breathing like weirdly. I'm like, why are you so like fucking amped up? You're making me anxious. Just calm down. Just standing there
It was
not
like
doing
that
anything.
weird, yeah, because it was like a weird like pixel animation. So it was like,
Oh, what else was there? Oh, what about the Disney games like Simba and Aladdin and
Oh, I never
those
really played
ones?
those.
They're
yeah,
all
I
like
never really.
basically the same like idea.
I
Like
played
you just sort of
Tarzan.
through it. Oh, I remember Tarzan. That one was fun. It's kind of the same thing though. Like you're kind of just like jumping or swinging and just a
Mhm.
They're all
constant like moving.
platformers.
Yeah, it was great. I think it's because of Sonic for how popular it was. That they're kind of built off of that, just like jumping from like
Yeah.
thing to thing to thing. And all of them had
Or
the
Toy
same
Story
thing. You
2.
couldn't go back. I don't remember Toy Story. I don't remember playing that.
That was a great game.
Was
Way
it?
back in the day. Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that one. There's another one that's on a lot of my favorite games from like the early days was they were all like Sega Genesis games. So like the early 90s. And there was one I can never remember the name of it. It was like the Lost World or something like that. You start off this dude who like had to go to the arcade at nighttime to like a machine was not like working correctly or something stupid like that. So he had to drive in the dark and the rain to this arcade place, and then like he's trying to turn off the machine, and then all of a sudden lightning came down and struck the arcade machine, and he like sucked into the game of it, and it was so weird because it was just pretty much you trying to save this bald dude, and leeches were constantly trying to attack you. Like the leeches were the bad guys, pretty much. Like no matter where you went, leeches were doing this weird like flop thing, like it flopped down and then the back and like flop towards you, and they'd show like fangs come out at you if they got too close, like a graphic like in your face going ah.
All I can picture is this weird floppy thing.
It was.
Wait. Start this game description again. Sorry, one more time. Hit me with it.
From the very beginning.
It was
Just
a long
rebrief me.
description.
Just
Whole thing
give me, like,
again.
Spark notes.
Okay, so it starts off with this blonde dude having to go into an arcade shop to like fix a video game that wasn't like shutting down properly or
Okay,
something
never
like
mind.
that.
No, you're fine. Never mind. I
Okay.
don't know
No,
what you're
keep going.
talking
Keep going, though. Keep going.
about. Nope, you're good. You're good. That's all I needed. Hi.
It was scared me. It was a great game though. It was really cool. And then if you actually like survive, well, actually no, you don't survive the game. You die. But
Okay.
the very end of the game is you getting taken by this bald dude who's like you're trying to like save his civilization or whatever, and it ends up with you like trying to break him out of prison or something like that, and like when like the leeches get you or whatever, and then it's him gently like scooping up your body like this, and then you can see him kind of like looking sad, even though he has no face. He has no face, like no expression at all. You can't see anything he's thinking. It's like side view the entire game.
Okay, whoa. There's no face and he's expressionless are two different statements. Which is it?
No, like no facial features at all. No eyes, no nose, nothing. But like body language says that he's like, oh my god, my poor little buddy's dead, kind of thing. Like he's like sad looking, but no face.
Pathetic.
It was crazy. But he scooped him up after he was dead, and he like kind of trudges off camera, kind of thing. And then all you see at the very end of the game is this giant fucking winged horse, like a Pegasus, just flapping away. Oh, it wasn't Pegasus. It was a dragon. It was a white dragon. But he was like flapping away and like off in the sunset while this guy's like holding you, and
You
that
can't
was it.
This is getting more and more wild.
That was a
I think
It was
this
a
is like a
wild
fever
game.
dream you had.
No, it was a game. It was a game. It was. I promise. I'm gonna Google it.
God.
Fuck off. Hold on a second.
You guys
The
remember
Lost
the
World?
fucking golden age that was getting PC games in your
In your
cereal?
cereal.
Yes.
That shit was
What?
the bomb.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, Clue,
Monopoly,
Sorry,
Life,
That's my favorite
Wheel
game.
of Fortune. Fuck.
That
It's
fish game.
amazing.
You could also get the Print Studio one. So there was like the Disney
Mhm.
Timon and Pumbaa, there was Winnie the Pooh, and I had Tarzan. And you could like make
You could-
cards for your friends and shit, and like posters and invitations. And I was like, oh my god, pictures of things we like, crazy. Stop
I
the
we didn't get
spicy-
those.
curry.
Oh, that's such a shame, dude. It was the best. Like
It was
I
the golden age.
probably still have my Roller Coaster Tycoon games from that.
I have a
Oh yeah.
like one of those soft cover CD cases.
Yeah.
It has
that's-
all of the games we got from there. Plus like Atlantis the Lost Empire. That game came in a cereal box.
Hell yeah.
And I have all of them in a soft case. I still have them. They're just not playable, but I have them. But
Gotta
like
keep 'em.
Nick has like that version of Clue and that version of Life on his
Mhm.
computer, so we can play them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sega also had a Clue. I love that game.
Fucking pinball
scary.
on PC. Like the pinball
The
game
basic
that came
pinball,
with
yeah.
it. It was
3D
like Space
pinball.
Odyssey or something.
I think it was just called Space Pinball.
I have no idea.
I think
but
it was,
that
yeah.
was a hell of a time killer as a kid.
Yeah, we also played a lot of Shockwave games at school. I don't know if Randy remembers like Tamale Loco Rumble in the Desert 2, where you had to build burritos.
No.
What?
Oh, jeez!
Not at all.
Yeah!
Burrito cheese.
I wish I was fucking lying, but I'm not, and I've like shown Nick
Oh my
clips of this.
God.
I'm assuming that's got to be your grade school.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember that at high.
No, high school, no. Tamale Loco.
Like the best that our high school would let us do. I remember the librarian getting so pissed off because I was learning programming and I had made like a game and I was playing that game on the computer that I had made, and the librarian came over and she's like, you can't play video games on the library computers. And I was like, oh, I made this game, I'm testing it, like it's a work in progress. This is my homework.
This is
She's like,
school.
you didn't make this.
You
And I was
tried.
like, I did, and I like unran the program or whatever just to show her the code. I was like, this is the code. I made this game. I need to play it. I don't know what to tell you.
Is this Speedy Gonzalez with buck teeth?
It's Tamale Loco.
My cat looks banged up as fuck. Oh, it actually has decent graphics. That's surprising.
It's a good time, and listening to the narrator yell ingredients at you all the time is the best part.
That's great.
Sour cream.
I-
Burrito.
I literally Googled like Sega Genesis games, and I'm coming across so many that I completely fucking forgot about. Like Shinobi
Oh, there's
3, the
always ones
ninja
to think
game. That
about.
was amazing. I loved it.
I had
Earthworm
Ninja
Jim.
Turtles. Oh, I hate My
Earthworm
brother
Jim!
loves Earthworm Jim and Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah! It was great.
The
We also I
worst.
feel like we also had like weird obscure games that nobody knew about, like Bubsy. Where it was like a
That
cat
wasn't
and you were
that
getting yarn on
obscure.
top of the top of houses.
No, I've
Or like
definitely heard of that one.
what was the other one we had?
A Dinosaur's Tail. I remember that one. I'm still trying to find the I thought for sure. Is it Another World? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? It's Another World. That's what it's called. Another World.
Okay.
Oh, I love that
For,
game.
what is it for?
Another World?
Yes, I heard that. What
Oh,
is
sorry.
the system?
Genesis.
Yes.
Genesis.
Okay, this this is the plot for it. This is gonna make a lot more sense for it. The protagonist of the game is Lester Knight K. Chakin, a young physicist. Oh, it's so fucking off. In the opening cinematic, Lester arrives at a high-tech underground laboratory in his Ferrari. Oh, that's right. It wasn't an arcade game. It was a laboratory. Wow, I fucked that up. But he was driving a Ferrari during a thunderstorm and goes to work on an experiment using a particle accelerator, attempting to reconstruct what happened when the universe was born. Immediately before the particles reach into its destination, a lightning bolt strikes the laboratory and interferes with the accelerator. So I completely fucked up. It was not an arcade game. It was an accelerator. But me being a child, probably thought it was a game. Causing an unforeseen particle fusion explosion, opening a hole in time and space and teleporting Lester to a barren alien planet. After invading a number of dangerous indigenous animals, Lester is captured by a race of humanoid aliens and taken to a subterranean prison camp. Lester escapes along with an alien captain known as Buddy. That's his buddy. And the two must evade capture while traveling through a series of dangerous environments, battling alien soldiers and wild creatures while solving numerous puzzles in order to survive. The duo traverse a prison complex, a cave system, and a tower structure. In the game's climax, Lester is severely wounded by one of the aliens, but with the help of his alien friend manages to kill his attacker and escape. After reaching the top of the tower, Lester collapses, but is promptly joined by Buddy, who picks Lester up, and the two escape on a dragon-like creature flying off to the horizon. It does have leeches, though. I don't give a shit what they want to call it. They have leeches.
So I heard you say the part about the arcade, and then I like
I
zonked a
thought it
little in
was
the middle because I
arcade.
was looking for that other thing.
Uh,
And then you said leeches like coming at the screen, and I was like, "Do you mean House of the Dead 2?"
no.
Because there are leeches that come and attack your screen.
No, definitely not that one. I'm glad to know what it is called now. I wonder if I can get that on my computer. That'd be amazing. That was just a great game. I loved it. What else is there? Echo was the dolphin one I was talking about. That's a great one.
Echo the Dolphin. I also have that for Dreamcast.
That was a great
It's
game.
infuriating.
It was. You ran into the walls. You didn't know if you could break them or not. So you just like bonk into your beak, just trying to break the wall. Like you hurt yourself on fucking coral, and it's a whole thing. I'm like, it's a dolphin. You shouldn't hurt bumping into coral.
The last thing I did was get trapped in a cave, and then I couldn't get out. And you're a dolphin. You have to surface every 10 minutes for water.
Or find those little bubbles underwater.
Yeah, I was pretty early in the game. I did not make it far. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm trapped in this cave. And they're like, just leave. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't think I tried that for the last 40 minutes first.
Oh god. That's loud. Aw, Danny, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, I love you. Hello, hello.
Man, I had a really obscure GameCube game. It was probably on other systems as well, but it was called Baroque.
It's okay. We can take a half
It
intermission
was-
from the game. Then
It
when I come
was
back, we
a
can
little
finish it if you
nuts.
want.
You're, I think you're dead,
So I can go drop
think
you
you're
off
dead.
and get mummy.
and you're in a land.
No, okay.
And there's a bunch of weird ass creatures that you can
You wanna
talk
stay with
to.
me?
Yeah.
You don't want to go with mummy?
They're like, you have to go to the
No.
tower and purify God.
Uh-oh.
She needs to be purified.
Alright, go get it.
Come on.
Okay. So you go into the tower,
Say yep.
and then there's like evil monsters in there that you gotta fight. If you die in the tower, you show up outside the tower, like back in like the town area, and it's a randomly generated thing. So every time you go into the tower, it's different. And you have to make your way up and down the tower to find God to purify her.
Interesting.
I'm
That
still
sounds
very
terrifying.
confused. Still very confused. I like it. It's a good game. It's atmospheric and artistic, and I like what they were doing with it. Just a little confusing.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm like looking through this list of like NES games. And we did not I feel like we didn't have a lot of NES games that like I played. Like we definitely had like Super Mario Brothers and like Super Mario 3 was for that one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we had a cartridge for that.
Nice, nice.
Those kinds of things like we played a lot of, but then like we also had I feel like we had weird games that were like way out of my league that I never played that were like my dad's kind of games that were like pro golf or some shit like that, like something
I remember
Yeah.
a golf one too. I remember what that was. I don't remember what it was though.
or like oh, we had I think we had Top Gun. Like I'm not going to play Top Gun.
Oh. Oh, what was it? Ace
We
Combat? There was an Ace Combat game. It was like a fighter jet kind of game. I sucked at it, but it was great to look at. I
yeah,
remember that
we
one.
had a couple like Sesame Street games.
I had Wheel of Fortune.
Nice.
I remember that one too.
And yeah,
That was
fuck,
glorious.
like playing it as a kid was great, and then when we like got the Dreamcast and like had Wheel of Fortune on the Dreamcast and replay it, like I was vastly different ages, and so like I went from being like, man, Wheel of Fortune is really hard, to being like, man, Wheel of Fortune is really fucking easy. It would be really cool if like they made it challenging a little.
Yeah. Yeah. What about PC games besides like the ones that came automatically with the
Fucking
Harry
Sims.
Potter, Sims.
I didn't game much
Roller
on
Coaster
computer.
Tycoon.
No, that came in the cereal box. That's the only reason I got to play that.
Yeah, no, my biggest ones were definitely the first Sims games. I
Oh
had
yeah.
a bunch of the expansions for it and stuff, and Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, I
And they
remember
are
Roller,
that
still
one.
very lovely games to play to this day.
yeah,
Yeah,
Roller
yeah.
Coaster Tycoon and Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoon I didn't have. I had to play that at my cousin's, but now I'm playing Planet Zoo. And boy, is that an infuriating game.
I thought you were enjoying it.
Oh, I am. Now that I'm succeeding.
Uh,
But it took like 6 hours of wasted time to
Yeah.
find out. We for the Matt and Dan came over for Dungeons and Dragons last week, and Phil couldn't come, and we were telling them about my zoo and how I may have made my enclosures too big
Oh no.
because I didn't realize that it gives you the square footage when you click on them in their pen. It'll be like, this is how much space they have out of what they need. And I made an error. And that also, when it shows you, when you are building fence, it says 2 meters. But that's because the default build height is 2 meters. Not that the panel is 2 meters. The panel is 16 feet, 16 meters. So, my enclosures are kind of big, and I had tortoises.
What happened to the tortoises?
Okay,
What
so
did you do?
I think the tortoises needed like 300 square meters.
No, you gave them 3 kilometers square.
They don't move that fast, Maddie.
They don't
and
need
so
that
then,
much space, man.
so I didn't realize that that was like maybe too big. And so they have like their shelters over here, and their food's over here,
Oh no.
and their toys are in the middle. And because they're tortoises, they like warm weather, and so I put the heaters in for them. And every winter, I was getting animal welfare work because when you look at the heat map, there's a
It
spot
doesn't
where they didn't touch,
cover.
and it took them all winter to cross into the other heat bubble.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
Those poor things. You were killing them.
So like, but by the time I would go to check on them, they had, because I ran the game in 3 speed, it'd be like animal welfare warning, and then I'd go click on it and be like, your tortoises are unhappy. And by the time I'd zoom over there, they'd done it. They'd walked over there. They were fine.
Oh
They
my
lived.
god.
So I just have really resilient tortoises.
Poor fucking things. They normally have to be like 200 years old, and here goes Maddie trying to kill them off at 5 because their food's 3 miles away from them.
My wolf enclosures were certainly triple the size of the wolf enclosure it should have been, and my lemurs also had excessively large space for a creature that is
You
slightly
wanted to
big.
make sure they had the room to move.
Well, I wanted them to feel like they were in the wilderness, you know, by overwhelming them and putting all their shit way too far from.
I can understand wolves having a large space because they like to patrol and stuff. But I can't imagine.
Yeah, but the issue is like when you're looking at the screen, my pen is like this big, and the wolves are like this.
They're just little
The wolves are like grains of rice in a field this big. Like, oops.
Oh well.
So
Jesus
now that I have
Christ.
restarted the map, I'm having a
Got
much
a
more
l-
successful business.
and
I
you
have
have a
so much
lot more
money.
room. A lot more room.
I have loads of space. It was like, yeah, you have to have 7 attractions. I'm like, I can barely get 4 in here. And now, yeah, now all my stuff is like tight and contained, and I'm actually making money, so I'm no longer depressed. Like, I'm not in debt constantly and waiting like for $200 so I can build another length of fence.
That's nice. That's handy.
I actually have so much money from not building 3 kilometers of fences that I succeeded. It's been going well. I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh.
I can just build shit. I don't have to be like, oh
Oh,
no,
no.
will I have the money? I'm like, buy all the bears I want.
Buy all the bears I want. Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
if you guys could only play one game that was made before the year 2000 for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I have to find out what games are made for the year 2000.
Most of them.
Anything before
Anything
2000.
for you, like anything on your NES
Anything
and
before the
SNES.
millennium.
Randy, you
Oh.
only had 6 years where that wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I have to make sure. You know what? I'm seeing Donkey Kong Country, and that's a pretty solid pick right there
That's
so
a pretty
far.
good one.
Got Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Well, shit.
You could just do Roller Coaster Tycoon for the rest of your life.
But it looks like any N64 game is game. Okay.
I think it's 1998.
Um,
Wait, before, like, as in, like, January 1st, 2000 is the cutoff?
Yes.
As in, The Sims from February 4th, 2000 is not acceptable?
not acceptable. Too late.
Nope.
The
Maybe
Sims
Super Mario World.
doesn't make the
Sims.
cut.
Can't play The Sims.
Mario 64. Solid pick.
Ooh.
Good one.
Oh, fuck, that's not fair.
Yeah, I think I could eternally fuck with Mario Party 64. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Eats a pizza, baby. I'm triggers.
I think I'm gonna.
That's my
I think I'm gonna go with Shining Force for that one. Shining Force 2. That was like my favorite Sega game, and I think I would be happy to play that. I think it came out like 93 or 94, somewhere around there.
Oh, the same year as me and Randy. That's when we came out.
Yeah. To think
How-
I could have been playing Shining Force 2 the day you guys were born.
It's possible.
It was
might have
totally
been.
possible. I might have, yeah. Good think we
How
got
about,
it. Like,
how about you,
year after
Safety
that.
Pin Girl?
Jeez, I want to say Tetris
Oh.
because it's just my favorite game. Can I do it? Could it be the only game that I ever
Yeah.
play for the rest of my life?
After a
No.
There's
while.
not a lot of variety in it.
There's not.
I'm gonna get some awful arthritis in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to arguably better than us hearing Mario's Yahoo over and over again.
Hey, no!
So bad.
That's fine.
So bad.
Ah!
I'm trying to think if there's any games that would have been like online available.
No,
Online?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Before
Like when was
2000?
like fucking RuneScape and shit on?
I think the first
Well,
one.
Dwarves was released
Oh,
in 2003.
What about Diablo? When did that come out?
RuneScape was released in
2001.
2001.
Oh, can't do
so
it.
close.
Can't
so
do
close.
it.
Diablo released 1997.
Hey!
See.
There you go. You can play Diablo. That was an
Um,
online game. Oh, wow. When did that come out?
Warcraft you've been able to play since 2004.
Oh, weird. I thought it was older than that. What am I thinking of then? It must be Diablo that I'm thinking of then. I didn't play that game myself, but I remember a lot of people played it like when I was 13, 14, somewhere around there. So that was like 2003? 2004? Math is hard. I don't remember.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I could go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of the ones I'm like thinking of are like much later.
Oh, maybe Pokemon though too.
I was just gonna say I could fuck around with Pokemon for a while.
I never got into the Pokemon games. I think I played
Me
Pokemon
neither.
Snap one whole time. Like
Well, you play like the worst off-branded Pokemon game you could have.
I
Yeah.
watched Pokemon and like I remember playing Pokemon in the schoolyard with like Corey and those boys and stuff, but like I did not like the game. I
Was
thought
that
it was
them?
fucking boring.
Okay, but was that them playing Pokemon or them acting as Pokemon?
No, I was a Pokemon. They were the trainers.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah,
Yes, that
like when
happened.
Like make
yeah,
believe
that's what
kind
you
of
do.
thing?
Yeah, as a kid. We played Pokemon. I don't know. Don't act like it's fucking weird to have be a child with an
No, I
It
don't think it's
imagination.
weird.
it
It's
is.
just when Pokemon was popular when I was a kid, we were too old to be doing stuff like that, so it just throws me off. Like I didn't
Yeah,
even
no,
hear
it
about
was
Pokemon until I think I was like 11 or 12.
well, Pokemon 2000. I went for someone in our school's birthday party, and like we were little. We were 6. Her bunny peed behind the furnace. Like I remember core memories of that. Like Pokemon is deep within my soul, but no, I never played the games. I don't like them.
The only
I've never
Pokemon was
played them and I
popular is
don't like them.
cards.
Can't
It
say
was
that.
just cards.
What did you say, Randy?
You can't say you never played it. You can't say you don't like it.
I watch people play it. I don't like it. I don't like the style of game. Like
You don't
it's
like
not.
enslaving animals and making them battle each other to the death
That's
just
not the
to earn
part I
money?
didn't like. It's the part where you just like walk around town and do shit. Like fuck that.
Give
I
me
just
more
want to watch
animals
them battle
fighting.
Pokemon. Like I don't want to participate in the catching them all apart. I want to watch the show. Fuck me. Like
You don't want
come
to creep
on.
over fields and flowers and be like, oh, I could totally take that Pokemon. I'm like, no, you can't.
Any game where people were like, "Oh, there's like a secret if you like to go in this hedge." No, no, no. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. It's too hard.
Go into the
Favorite
There's
hedge,
thing,
no way
Daddy.
for me to know that.
favorite thing in Pokemon is Lieutenant Surge, who's like 8 foot tall.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, guys,
The electric
the
gym leader.
Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, I forgot about Smash Brothers.
I did not play Smash Bros. Till it came out.
I
Like
didn't
Oh.
play the GameCube one. I've only played the
I only played the Wii one.
GameCube one, not N64 one. My bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've only ever played it for the Wii. And I did not realize it was a game beforehand. So like when everyone was like, Smash Bros. Is coming out and everyone was fucking obsessed with it. I like literally did not know until like a few years ago
Oh no.
that there were more games prior, and that's
Dude.
why people were so fucking bananas about this one. I was like, yeah, it's fine, but it's not like that great. But like those were people who had it as like a nostalgic game.
Yeah.
So like more of this game that I loved as a child. I'm like, this game just came out in 2009. Like I don't know what your problem is.
Oh, God.
I caught all the Pokemon from Red on the Game Boy to XY on the 3DS. Jesus Christ, no.
Nice.
I used to watch Pokemon,
Oh,
and then
Rufus, you
I
nerd.
didn't watch Pokemon, and then I was dating someone. They're like, "We're gonna watch some Pokemon," and then Chespin became my favorite Pokemon, and that's where we stopped. Good pun.
I don't know. I don't know very many Pokemon. I do know. I do like the Mew, the Mew and the Mewtwo, the cutest ones to me.
Mhm.
And like the scary
Yeah.
Mew was creepy as fuck. Reminds me of the aliens like murdering you in sleep, like those naked cats. I don't know why I think of the naked cats whenever I think of that one. Just
I
ugh.
I know probably up to like series 4 or 5.
I know Chespin likes chasing girls and eating snacks. And boy, if that's not me,
Sounds like Maddie.
it's my spirit Pokemon. It's Chespin. Pun. And he just goes and fucking dicks. They're like, we made all these macarons, and he's like, oh, fucking shame, and then leaves. And they're like, we can't find him, and they like find him like 20 minutes later, and he's following some girl Pokemon around. They're like, hey, and they're like, Chespin, get the fuck over here.
Oh.
Did you eat all those macarons? He's like, maybe. And no one's ever mad at him. They're always like,
Oh
ah,
my god.
Chespin, don't worry. Because they're not allowed to be like mad at him. That's too traumatic as a kid.
Oh,
So
I have to
now-
let my cat out. He's trying to get out my door.
Did you guys ever
Hopeless.
play Chrono Trigger?
No.
Not that I know of.
Oh,
Oh, damn,
That was
she
a good
got
game.
ass.
Yeah, it's attached to my body. Can't get rid of that.
I know. That's what I love
Multiverse.
about it.
I can't leave it behind. That's good to know.
Right. That it comes with you wherever you go.
That's true. Can't go anywhere else. Ugh. I put shorts on. I got really hot when I was making dinner. Ugh.
That's fair. It's absolutely beautiful outside, and I was not expecting it when I went out for my smoke during dinner. Because it's been like getting like, even though it's been warm during the days here, it got like cool at night.
yeah.
And then I went to go smoke at like 6 o'clock and was like, it's absolutely lovely out. It's 22 degrees.
Yeah, it's really nice outside today.
That
I
must
still
be
have
nice.
my patio door open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Get
been
some
hitting
fresh
like the
air.
teens here. It gets fully on like winter right now.
Yeah, no,
Not
we have
fair.
a lovely knock on wood break in the sad, and we got some warm, and I love it.
That's
Hi,
what
Randy's mom.
I need to lizard. That's what I need to do. I need to get like it's like 65
Hi,
so I can lay on my
Randy's
back
mom.
porch. He can't hear
He doesn't sneak in and
her.
then try and sneak back out.
Doesn't
You
need
couldn't.
to.
The way my setup is, my door's literally down here.
I was gonna say it's in
Uh,
front of him.
I'm waiting
So
to
I
see your
saw it
mom.
open, so I'm like, prep. Like 1 second, prep.
You're in the
Yes,
front. Danielle's
Mom.
beside. I don't know where April's is, but mine's behind me. Like,
The door to my room, it's like straight across from me. So if someone walks in, like I literally
yeah.
just see them.
So all
live in
three of
one
you
room.
can see the killer coming.
Exactly.
To some
Killer.
degree.
I don't have any killers in my house, but not
Not
that
yet.
I know of. I'm also downstairs in the basement, so like
So am I. But if the killer comes down, I got a wall between me and the door now. This is my safety wall.
yeah, that's good. That little piece of cloth is really gonna save you.
No, I don't mean it's gonna save me. I mean it's going to ensure that I don't see him coming, which is
That's
a problem.
helpful. That's true.
It means I'll die faster.
Oh, what other ones are there? There's. I'm guessing you guys didn't like any like driving games, like the Rally Racers or anything like that.
We had Gran Turismo.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Are you talking like I'm assuming you mean more like realistic racing games and not like Mario Kart?
Yes, like Gran Turismo or Rally Racer or anything like that.
I had a single I believe it was a Need for Speed game for the PC that my at the time boyfriend ripped a copy of for me.
Crazy Taxi, obviously.
I don't know that one. I'm not familiar with it.
Hey, why don't you come on over? Have some fun with Crazy Taxi. Are you ready? Here we go. And the soundtrack is by The Offspring.
By the Offspring, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That
amazing.
game is bitchin'. And you gotta go pick people up and take them to their destinations in like set amount of time and then pick up more people. Like you can play in like arcade mode, so if you don't like have enough time and enough people, then like you run out of tack. But Chungus is just funny with the biddies.
Pretty much, yeah. What are you doing? I was
Oh
gonna
my
type
God.
to respond because I didn't want to talk over anyone, and now we just have to acknowledge all of this. We
If
stop
you had
that.
done it if you had done it all at once, we would have gotten to start a hype train.
No, that's not the way it works. It'd be 3 different people
No.
for a hype train.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it has to be
Yep.
at least three different people.
But it doesn't matter the amount.
Some people have
No.
their set like they want it like higher up, so they make it harder to get to. But mine are like down at the very bottom.
Big
Oh, look at
streamers
the
have
little
it at
squishy
like
thing. That's so cute. Little hyper thing. He's so happy.
Aw.
That's adorable. Oh, thanks, Maddie. Okay, you guys need to stop that. Oh, red
I want to
alert!
stream you.
Do you remember Red Alert? Command and
I
Conquer?
never played it.
Oh,
I know of it, never played it.
oh, I loved it. It's like a tank battle game, and it was amazing. And I always was like the red one, and I don't know why. I just liked red. It was an amazing game. It was an amazing game.
Yeah, I really liked 1080 Avalanche for the GameCube. That was a really good snowboarding game.
I think I remember that one.
You guys had like sportsy games.
Well, I
Not
also had
much.
games like The Hobbit
You had The Hobbit as a game?
on the GameCube. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Hobbit game.
Or Shrek on the
Yeah.
GameCube.
I missed so much because I
Yep.
didn't have a GameCube.
No, Shrek on the PlayStation.
I don't remember Shrek one either.
Shrek 2.
Shrek was for PlayStation. That was a champion game. I remember playing oh shit. I lost my train of thought. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh
Randy's unplugged.
Oh god, you're
My
not. in a
table.
good
The
mood.
Hobbit.
broken.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. I
Randy
played like
gets
Harry
together.
Potter. I remember playing Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire on
Yep.
GameCube. And I played the first two for PC. The second one is especially ingrained in my heart because he starts the game running like he's got his pants full of shit.
no!
Probably does.
Like he like
Jesus.
full on like side runs with his legs like spread, and I didn't
Oh
even
my
think of
God.
that. Like my mom walked up behind me and was like, "Did he shit himself?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Harry Potter caca pants." Like, let's go. Wow. She's like,
Oh
"Why does he
my
run like that?" But he only runs like that for the first like opening like tutorial portion of the game, and then once you like start the game, he runs normally again. But
Jesus Christ.
it's a weird opening. And then I played The Order of the Phoenix for Wii, which is mostly go do fucking annoying ass chores. I beat the story in
enough.
like 3 hours. And then it was like, now go clean Hogwarts and play 50 games of wizard chess and marbles and win all of them. Like, or I could not do any of this. I've repaired your whole castle and done the whole story. Why do I have to play chess to complete this game?
Because it's Wizard's chess and it's amazing. You have to play it.
It is not fun when you keep losing.
Well,
It's
don't
just
be
normal
forsworn.
chess.
And that's what I mean. It's just chess.
It's just chess. It's fine. Everything's
I was
fine.
in the chess club. I didn't need to play chess at home alone with a computer. Thank you.
That was obviously better than you.
Yeah, like the robots are gonna pick the best route. What are you fucking kidding me?
Get good.
It was
Maddie.
like the PC version when you have it on hard and it like infinitely annihilates you in like 7 moves. That is like Harry Potter. You can be like, I'm not gonna do the 7-move check. You're like, I'm gonna strategize and do something else, and it's literally like, doesn't matter what you do, I'm gonna win. And I did. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of marbles too. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't wanna
play
play.
that, so I didn't. I don't know about any of those either. I know there was a like a Hogwarts like year 1 through 3 or something like that. I think I don't remember.
Got
That was-
mangoes,
The
jerky.
covered mangoes.
Oh, chocolate. Ooh.
Costco,
Interesting.
motherfucker.
I know. What have we tried? Have I tried those?
I
No.
don't think so.
You should bring some of those when you come.
You should do that. It's a great idea.
I didn't see those in Costco today, but I also wasn't looking for them, so.
Oh, what about Rayman? Do you remember Rayman?
Rayman Raving Rabbits?
There was a racing game I played of Rayman.
I only
Racing?
played the Raving Rabbits.
I remember like his little body parts like kind of just like floating in midair, like detached from like his actual body.
Mhm.
I loved that game so much.
He's just hands and a torso.
Yeah, and
Because
like
your
he'd
hands
like
only register for the,
roll.
the
Yeah,
thingies.
it'd be like all weird about it. I love that game. It was amazing. I think it was what 64? Was that next? Yeah, that was 64. Oh, it was on Dreamcast too. Okay. I think that's where I played was Dreamcast because I didn't have a 64.
I played Rayman Raving Rabbits, so that was Wii.
That was a good game though too.
Right. What else is there? The Nomad Soul. What is that? That's creepy. Will you stop that? Stop. Or not. Keep going. It's okay. I don't recognize that one. I don't know what that one is.
There needs to be a third friend dropping biddies so we can train.
Terrible choices all around.
Danielle, I want to eat your snack. I know.
Oh,
you go.
about Myst. Did you guys ever play Myst? It was a PC game.
No.
No?
We had Oracle of the Temple
Oracle the
for
Temple.
PC.
I don't remember. I don't remember what that is.
Nope.
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell for me.
Hang on, that's not the name. Oh no, it's something Oracle.
Oh no.
Secrets of the Oracle? Oh no. It was for Mac.
Secrets of the Oracle.
Jewels of the Oracle.
The Jewels game? It was like Jewel Tetris?
No, Jewels of the Oracle. It had this creepy pyramid guy.
Like
My
Pyramid Dad.
dad. This was one of the
I'll
games
be
my
right
dad
back.
had.
Okay, have fun.
It's a stationary puzzle game containing 24 puzzles and it lacks a storyline or plot. The design is Egyptian Mesopotamian and such an oracle provides hints to the player. The New Straits Times wrote that the game mixes the gameplay concepts from Myst with the graphics of Seventh Guest.
Oh. Yeah, the Myst games are amazing.
The pyramid's very scary. I was very scared of him as a kid.
That sounds terrifying. That doesn't sound very fun.
Well, let me show you this guy and you tell me that he's not creepy, especially when you're like, because we didn't have like headphones when we played.
Yeah, I remember that.
So like everyone can hear the oracle giving you hints, and I don't like it.
Ooh, face. Oh god.
Mm.
Aw, thanks, Weasel. Oh, well, to you too. Appreciate it. Hold on a second. We're talking about retro games. Feel free to join in the chat. She's googling something right now. Maddie. Oh, I love you.
It's not working.
I don't know what the base minimum is to set it off. I don't know what it is.
You have to lower your threshold.
No, I literally have it on the bare minimum. I don't know what that is, but I did never increase it. It's the very bottom thing. I don't know what it is. I could probably look it up, but that's excessive. Because I don't want one. If I say anything, then it'll happen, and I don't want it to happen. So.
Okay, I'll find out what the minimum is.
Continue looking up your game.
I
Stick with that.
don't remember where to look for that.
There we go. Oh God. I love how you're DMing me things instead of just saying them out loud.
Yeah, I am. That's how I am as a person.
I thought the curtain behind him was like window curtains. I didn't realize that there was like more to that room that he's in behind him. Or is that a mirror behind him? Or is that a window?
No,
And
that's
that
a
reflection.
that's a mirror.
No, there's a door and shit, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was like a window behind him. I never knew that.
Dr. Mario.
Song 2 or 3.
I played it at my friend's house. That's it. I used to play it at Emily's.
Mm, it's my
Gotcha,
mom's
gotcha.
absolute favorite game.
He's got McDonald's. You son of a bitch.
Is that a
Text-
McRib?
How
Yeah, it is.
dare you?
My buddy
Hey, I
Ray.
just read that post about the McRib to the boys
Yeah.
the other day. It
Guys
was
have
No, Ray-
McRibs?
Yeah, Ray texted us and he's like, who wants a McRib? And I'm like, sure. So he brought me a McRib. But I'm pretty sure
Aw.
there's mold on this bun.
Oh.
Just pick it off.
Show it to the camera.
I mean, unless you're allergic to penicillin, you should be fine. It's just bread.
See it? That
Yeah,
little
it's absolutely mold, but yeah, just pick it off. You're fine.
Good luck with that.
I literally read a post the other day that was like, every time McDonald's comes out with the McRib, I forget what it tasted like, so I get one every time, and every time I remember how much I hate the McRib.
Yeah, we don't have them here in the States very often. It's a very rare, like every like 10-year kind of thing. I think I had one when
think
I was a
that's
teenager,
how
and I
it
haven't
is
eaten
here,
one since.
but it's not something I'm into at all. So,
Yeah.
however, when I worked at McDonald's, they had it was a cheesy potato rosti burger. So it was kind of like a hash brown, but not a hash brown. It was gourmet. You couldn't just call it a hash brown. It was against the rules. It was a potato rosti. And so it was like your bun, your potato thing, and your thing, and then you had bacon, and then there was cheese sauce, and it was it was like white cheese sauce, like good, like not nacho-y, not cheap, like genuinely good cheese sauce. And every time I would order it for myself because I could punch it in the system for me, I would mash as many cheese sauce buttons extra as it would let me, which was typically about 4. And I remember, and I got it like that every time. And it was so good. And I remember going up to pick up my food one day, and they're like, "Who the hell punched in this Rosti burger?" And I was like, "I did. Why?" They're like, "Who is this for?" I'm like, "Me." They're like, "That's gonna be dripping with sauce." I'm like, "That is exactly how I want it."
I want it swimming.
Jesus.
If I'm gonna pay $4 for a McDonald's burger, it better be fucking liquid with cheese, bitch.
Oh, God.
And they haven't had it since I worked there, and I wish for it every year.
Aw.
I should email them. Dear McDonald's, bring back that
Please
burger
bring
you
this
had that
back.
one time.
Or give
And
me the recipe.
And they're gonna email me back like Rusk does and be like, "Fuck you," and that's gonna be the whole email.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
No, it is a window.
Is it? Ah,
You
I
went to
told
the
you it's a
fucking
window.
door. I told you.
When
No,
you walked
the
by, it was
window.
reflective.
I asked if it was a window, if it was a reflection. It threw me off. I'm like, I thought it was a window behind him this entire time. You're like, no, he's going through a door. I'm like, yeah, but I thought it was a window.
It is a window. It's reflective to the other side. You're muted.
We
Hey.
can't hear you.
It's a mirror.
Oh,
it
it's
is
a
a
mirror.
mirror.
Huh.
Gotcha. See?
Or is it outside?
What is that brown frame on the? You're further the other way.
That's a
The other way.
door.
That?
The other way. Grab
This
the
way?
other side of the curtain.
It's gonna
I'm
hurt.
trying. I'm really trying right now.
No, not that. The other side of the curtain you were holding.
This one here.
Yeah, that's a door.
Door.
No. No, that's not. Grab the other side of that curtain.
This
Reach-
thing over here?
Yes.
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 That's a
That's a
frame.
window.
That's a window.
So it's not a
Yeah.
mirror.
Yeah, and that's a mirror.
You have a mirror in your window?
The window goes up to here.
What?
Can you just move that whole thing because
Just,
we're
yeah,
fucking
please
lost.
just move it.
Fuck the background. Show us what you got back there. Right?
I'd be careful because like my closet's open, you can see it still.
That's
So
fine.
I don't
like,
got
care about your
full eyes.
closet.
yeah, it's all window. I'm just messing with you guys.
I'm like,
I'm gonna have
that's a
comfort.
window frame. I'm not fucking stupid.
Window.
Ugh.
I got a curtain.
Who's on first? Exactly. Who's on first? No. No, who's on second? Who's on first? No, who's on second? What's his name? Oh God, I remember that. That's a very
What's
long
on
skit.
second?
What's on second? Thank you. Ah, Jesus. All right. As Maddie was nice enough to point out, we have been doing this for about 2 hours now, which means we can start wrapping it up for poor Bezzy, so he doesn't have to spend 8 hours like
6
going
years.
through this
While he's
entire.
sitting in the other chat.
While he's
His
just
other friends.
being all alone.
I got pawned off streaming today so I can hang with you guys. That's what he's really thinking.
That's okay. We're the cooler squad.
Yeah.
We got
Since...
3/4 of a girl squad and Randy.
Yeah.
That's everything we need in
Yeah,
life.
Randy's a pretty one tonight for us. But like I said earlier, Josh Beasy is normally the one that hosts the podcast, and since he was not able to, here we are doing it on my
Slacker.
channel. I know, right? So I'm going to have to figure out how to send the entire VOD to him, and I don't know how to do that. We're going to have to figure that out later.
Carefully.
That being said, also in the comment section, I want
shut
you
up.
guys to ask what BZ's favorite hentai is.
Yes,
Very,
we're gonna
very
vote.
important.
Mhm.
That's a good question. What is it, Josh? Hi, Killer.
It's not die fantasy, but it should be. Do not lick the salt lamp. It's
Yeah.
too salty for you. You'll explode. Your kidneys
We'll
will,
talk to you
will
about that later. When
fail.
we're done streaming. Okay, cool. Good to know. Is there anything else you guys would like to cover in the topic before we wrap things up so it doesn't get too long for Josh?
I think we just let it sit on for a while just so he has to go through it all.
Yeah, just everyone sit in silence for the next like 15 minutes and then say something really important at the end. This is Salvador. He has been here this whole time, by the way. He's been sitting in front of my computer. Come here.
Yeah, I've had
Very long
Piper
time for
sitting
him.
next to me this whole time.
That's not fair.
He
My cat
sits
be
the
on me.
whole game of Dungeons and Dragons. He's always around. He's a lurker. Look
Aw.
at this boy. And he's so goofy. And I can do whatever I want. And he'll like, I'll escape. And then he'll get away and then just stay here. Because he likes the
He
abuse.
secretly likes it.
Yeah, Phil just kicks the shit out of him. He fucking loves it.
Yeah.
See, if he
Sal
was
and
mad, he
I-
wouldn't come back.
Sal and I have some like really good heart-to-heart talks.
Ew. I ate one of your hairs.
Ew. That's why I don't
You're
kiss
just
cats.
a sweet boy. But he's a rough boy. He doesn't shed very much.
Well, that's handy. I'm allergic to cats to begin with, so I don't really try to smooch on too often.
This one smells like old ladies.
I kind of feel like the last like hour, roughly, Randy's been way more quiet than
Sorry.
normal. I think we have been
Randy's
talking too
doing
much.
something else on his other.
He's always
Randy's
No,
having
I was
second
not.
activity.
He's always
I
doing
was
other
not.
things. Yes, you are. You're
Randy
writing
has a
something
secondary
down.
activity.
Always has it.
You keep looking left. You're too shifty.
Okay,
Who you
no.
texting?
Okay, no. In my defense, left over here is where I have the actual podcast playing. So like me
Mhm.
looking this way, it's me looking at you guys, but me looking here is at my camera.
Yeah, but
I
don't you have your Discord up so you can see all four of us together and face us?
That's what I'm doing. The Discord. That's what I'm doing. But that's
No,
over
Discord's
here.
right here.
Discord's
that it's
here.
lined
Streams
up.
here. Because that makes sense.
No,
No,
backwards.
no, you have Discord
You have to
here,
flip it.
stream here.
Because you're watching
Yep.
us on the stream delayed. Whereas
Yeah,
if you're
so-
in
yeah.
Discord, we're having a conversation in real time.
It
and you
does
can
mess me
see
up.
us.
Yes.
Here, you
It-
want something really freaky?
Yeah.
That-
Yes.
We can have Discords inside of Discords.
Wait, what?
Discordception.
Except it's gonna blur everything out because there's no fucking
Very.
clue what's going on.
You are
Just a little message, just like a little warning thing. That was not porn she's trying to show. It just does that for her background, and it's nothing illegal. I
I
promise.
can
Japanese.
take off my background.
No, it's
Uh,
A
fine.
bigger, blacker box comes into screen for 1 second. Every time you turn your head, it like pulls the,
Yep.
the pixels across.
The issue is that I have things that have the college that I graduated from.
Yes.
So
Ah.
There's doxing information on the wall.
yeah, that's the issue. I don't care about the rest of my
Gotcha.
room. I have doxing information on my walls.
Maybe for Christmas, Thou gets a green screen.
That's the main reason why I chose like a corner. I figured it'd be easier just like clear out a
That-
corner of this room and just like
I
not have
never
anything
I
meant
important
do
to
not
be
have
on
that
camera.
option.
Nope.
That's
this
fair.
was never supposed to be part of my life.
I have an entire basement behind me, like a whole space. So
This is
no, this
the
is not an
only
option.
way everything would fit in my bedroom. I have a path I have to follow in my
Yeah.
bedroom to get anywhere.
I don't have a path. I just took over the craft room. I'm not allowed to call it the craft room anymore, apparently.
Oh,
This is my office. That's
It's your office.
still my craft room.
That doesn't
Sad.
matter. It's you can do crafts in your office.
That is true. Here, I'll do this so you guys can actually see what the rest of it looks like. I don't think I've ever
Give me
done
on
this
a
on.
tour.
I've never done this on stream before. Oop, sorry.
office tour.
Yeah. So like literally just this corner is like done. Like it's just this corner, and then of course I have that gigantic curtain thing to go all around. It's got a curtain rod. And that's the sewing table. That's a toolbox full of a bunch of random shit. That's the t-shirt from my first
I don't know if I've ever
subathon.
seen this side of the room.
You haven't. And
Yeah.
then my craft drawers. And
Where
then
the cat tree is.
oh yeah, the cat tower.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's the door. And then
way over there.
circle around. And then on that side is just the big long crafting table and like a bunch of random like shit that's like just on there. Ooh, tilting. And then storage shelves right next to me.
Oh my.
Yeah, like a bunch of stuff on there. And then this
Damn.
side, my side.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So enjoy that because no one else has ever seen that on stream before, so you guys should feel special. Now it's like
It's an exclusive off Kilter
it
special.
is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Turn back up it. Just like that.
I'm not Amazon, but hi Heather.
Hi Heather. Sorry, I was doing a full circle.
I Heather
We're
would be
doing
great.
MTV Cribs up in her.
Yes, in this 12 by 13-ish room. I'm not sure. I never measured it.
I think my room is. I think it's like 8.5 or 9 by 12.
It's
12 or
bigger
13.
than my room. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. If I could have my bedroom and then a second of my bedroom, that's all I would need for a house.
Yeah.
Like all I need is
You
a
basically
small...
need Mary's old house.
Yeah. God, I should have fucking asked her if I could buy it.
Buy it? No, they probably wouldn't have sold it to you. But you also don't want to live all the way in bumfuck nowhere.
God, yeah, no. Yeah, that's true.
Was it a smaller house?
Yes.
It
It
was
was, like,
adorable. It's the
You
perfect...
like walked in and it was like we got her an IKEA couch and then her
her TV on a
her
TV
TV?
stand.
and then there's the kitchen and there's her bedroom door and there's the bathroom and then there's a downstairs that's unfinished. That's the whole thing. Like
It's a very
probably-
small square footage.
maybe 15 steps to the far other side of the house. Like
This is like my very first place. It was a studio apartment. It was literally just one rectangle, and then it had a closet that was very small, and then it had a bathroom that was very small. Like you could literally almost touch the door with your knees when you closed it to pee, sit down and pee, and then you could touch like all of the walls and like the showers like right there.
my one bedroom
so
apartment
small.
was bigger than Mary's house upstairs. I'm pretty confident.
Oh, that's
Because
funny.
I had like a little kitchen, but I had a big living room and dining room and then a whole bedroom with a walk-in closet.
Fancy.
Yeah, well, I also had cockroaches, so
Well,
and lives in the
mold
neighborhood where people got
and-
stabbed, but that's fine.
I'd
No, I didn't
rather
have
stick
mold.
with
I just had stalkers.
oh,
Stalkers and
that's creepy.
cockroaches, you know.
Oh God. And people got
Ugh.
stabbed, so there's that. Oh my God.
You know.
Hey, April, guess how
shit
many
happens.
streamers you have? 69.
Ha!
Nice.
Giggity. But goodness gracious. Hello, lurkers. Hello. We need to go read out to somebody too. All right.
Do we have a closeout?
Don't do drugs.
Without supervision.
Except the fun ones.
Usually, Josh always does the whole thank you for coming, and don't forget to follow Millennial Gamers on YouTube, where this will be edited thoroughly and then maybe put on there if Josh likes it enough.
But instead of doing that, put yourself out there. Use your own
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow all 3 of these fabulous streamers. And just don't follow Danielle, because that would be straight up stalking. She's not a streamer, so if you're following her, you're in person.
I think I do have a single follower from I think one of April's streams, because they were you guys were kind of doing the same thing. You were like, follow everybody.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can only find 3 out of 4 of you. Or like,
That
yeah,
was
that's
that was
bad.
the I think that was the girl night thing. Like I
That was
couldn't
Halloween.
find Danielle. I'm like, yeah, that was like she doesn't stream. It's okay.
But she like added me.
Now Danielle has 2 followers.
Weird.
Aww.
I don't make content. I'm not a streamer. This isn't a
Just
thing.
follow her, so the day she does decide to stream one time, everyone's there already.
I'll just show everybody how good I am at Tetris 99.
There you go.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
I guarantee you, people will sit in there and watch.
100%.
If you can get the Tetris classic music going, oh baby, I'd never leave. Loop that
no,
shit.
I have the Legend of Zelda remix music on mine.
Fancy.
It's good.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. All right. But I guess that's a good way to wrap it up. I don't really know what he does. I don't remember how he ends, and honestly, by that point, I'm literally just making
Thank you for
fun of
being
him.
here. Make good choices. Stay in school. Don't do illegal drugs unless you have a friend to make sure that you're okay. Be kind to one another. Drink some water, and
If
good to
ads
yourself.
playing,
I'm sorry.
the ads stop playing. We're good.
Oh,
And be
okay.
good to yourself. That's important. That's all.
Exactly. See, Maddie should have hosted it. She's much better at this stuff than I am.
Make sure you smash that like button.
Make sure you smash that like button, pound that subscribe button, slap that follow button.
That was so aggressive.
Punch that like button in the face.
Repeatedly until it's working.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi, Kelly. Welcome back. You made it in time for us to reading out. We're going to read out to our buddy. It's going to be fun. So once again, thank you everyone who came through. And if you get through the raid, please make sure you refresh your lurk, or it's just going to fucking just drop off, and it's just sad. So please make sure you refresh your lurk. All of you people who are probably not
Thank you
here
for
right now.
being here.
We love you guys. We're going to heart it, and we're going to go right now. And that's usually where I do my credit screen and then turn the thing off so I'm not sitting here like a fucking weirdo, but we're going to sit here like a fucking weirdo until the timer runs out and I can go. Yeah.
Just push the button. It's okay. Just fade into the mist.
I'm waiting for it to pop out. There it goes. All right. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Have
See
a
you
good
later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you later. Just keep waving. We're waving.
This isn't awkward at all.
Oh my god.
Smile and wave,
Okay,
boys.
goodbye.
Smile and
Goodbye.
wave.
Oh my god, your cheeks
It
are
just
smiling
keeps
so
going.
much.